If you rarely miss people, not friends, not relatives, sometimes not even those you once loved, this video might feel a little uncomfortable. Because psychology says this doesn't mean you're cold. It means something very specific shaped you. And once you understand why you don't miss people easily, you'll stop questioning if something is wrong with you. Most people are told that missing others is a sign of love. That if you don't miss people, you must be heartless, detached, or emotionally unavailable. But psychology tells a very different story. In fact, people who rarely miss others often share deep emotional patterns that have developed quietly, usually without them realizing it. This video isn't about labeling you as good or bad. It's about understanding why your mind works this way. Psychology shows that people who don't miss others easily often learned, very early in life, how to regulate their emotions alone. Maybe you had to emotionally grow up fast, or you learned not to rely on others, or comfort wasn't always available when you needed it. So your brain adapted. You didn't learn, I need people to feel okay. You learned, I'll be okay on my own. As a result, your nervous system doesn't panic. When people leave, it doesn't chase absence, not because you don't care, but because your mind learned. Emotional independence. People who miss others deeply often rely on emotional attachment for stability. But if you rarely miss people, psychology suggests something else. Your brain finds safety in internal stability, not external presence. You don't feel empty just because someone isn't around. Your emotional baseline stays mostly the same. This doesn't mean relationships don't matter to you. It means they add to your life. They don't define it. And that's a very rare psychological trait. One of the most misunderstood things about people like you is this: you can care deeply, but still not miss someone constantly. Psychology explains that emotionally mature minds separate love from emotional dependency. You don't confuse absence with loss. You don't feel the need to emotionally hold on to someone just to feel secure. You remember people fondly without needing them to be present. That's not emotional distance. That's emotional clarity. Many people miss others because they romanticize memories, but people who rarely miss anyone tend to see the past realistically. You remember how things actually felt, not just how you wish they felt. Your brain doesn't replay moments to escape the present. Instead of longing, you process and move forward. Psychology calls this low emotional nostalgia bias, and it's strongly linked to mental resilience. This is a big one. At some point, consciously or unconsciously, you accepted a hard truth. People come and go. Once the mind accepts impermanence, it stops clinging. You don't resist change emotionally. You don't fight endings internally. You allow connections to exist, and also allow them to end without collapsing. This doesn't make you detached. It makes you emotionally grounded, because most people connect through emotional dependency. They assume that missing someone equals love, so when you don't show that behavior, they may think, you didn't care, you moved on too fast, you never loved deeply. But psychology is clear. Emotional independence often looks like emotional distance to people who rely on attachment. Your quiet nature confuses those who need constant emotional reassurance. If you rarely miss anyone, don't rush to label yourself as broken. You're not cold. You're not heartless. You're not incapable of love. You've simply learned how to carry your emotions within yourself, and that's a strength many people never develop. So instead of asking, why don't I miss people like others do, ask, what did I learn that made me this emotionally self-sufficient? Because understanding yourself is far more powerful than trying to feel like everyone else. Soft pause, and if this video felt like it was quietly describing you, you're not alone. You're just wired differently.